Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Akim. It's your brother Ratazah Allah from GMS London Camp. First and foremost, when they give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikak Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and blessings to the hopeful and sincere elect. Now, this is only a quick video. I just came across this video, TikTok, brothers put on the chat, and regards to two manner of peoples being separated from the bowels of Rebecca, man, the conceivement of Jacob and Esau. And just to show you that we're two different manner of people for real, down to the to the biology, man. You're gonna come to find out that these Edomites, these so-called white people that come out of the spawn of Esau, are really a vile, specimen on the earth. Like it tells you in the book of Job, they were children of fools and they were viler than the earth. And that goes to the fact that these so-called white people, not too long ago, was in the caves, grunting on all fours like a damn wildebeest or a damn Sasquatch, you know, the original cavemen of the earth, man. And now, they got their Gillette razors and they're in suits and ties and so-called modernized, but they still got the same traits that they had not too long ago when they was dwelling in the caves of South Georgia, Russia, man. That's why they call themselves Caucasian, because they dwell in the Caucasus Mountains, which means they're cave dwellers. And then you have Jacob, a man that dwelt in tents, men of color, come from the spawn of Jacob, which he's the father of the 12 tribes of Israel, because his name was later translated to the name Israel after he wrestled the angel, and then he became the prince of the power, the sons of God, aka the princes of the power, Yasha Allah in the Hebrew, when it translates into the name of Israel. And that represents Jake today, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And you're going to come to find out, like I'm saying, I'm going to read the precepts in a sec, that these two manner of people are still on the earth today, man. And you're going to, Esau, these so-called white people, they are definitely viler than the earth. They're real, they're the basis of men. Put it that way. The scriptures ain't lying when they call them the basis of men. They're lower than the lowest out of all the heathens upon the face of the earth. So I'm gonna play this video in a sec, but I just wanna read the scripture real quick and then play the video. This is Genesis 25 and 21, and it says, "And Isaac, the father of Jacob, entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived." It says, "And the children struggled together within her." Yeah, they were twins, but not identical twins, but fraternal twins. It says, "And she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord." He says, "And the Lord said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and one people shall be stronger than the other people, and says, and the elder shall serve the younger." And when you come to find out, Jacob is the one that's stronger. Jacob is the one that's represents the righteous, and Esau Edom represents the weaker, vessel, so to speak, and the wicked upon the face of the earth, the children of the wicked. Two nations shall be separated from thy bowels, man, from the womb of our mother Rebecca, and it represents the fact that we're enemies from the womb to the tomb. Even in the womb we was fighting, tossing to and fro, and MMA style, like apostles always say. And basically we've been enemies from the womb to the tomb. And that's why there's always going to be that perpetual hatred between the tribes of Jacob and the people of Esau, Edom, which Edom represents the red people of the earth. The word Edom, Adawam, or Adawamyam, means Edom, means red, and Jacob, Yaha'iqab, means he's a supplanter, So these devils are always going to be our number one nemesis and enemy on the face of the earth. It's just how the way, the Lord designed it, It says, and when her days, verse 24, and says, "And when her days were to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, they were twins in her womb." Yeah, not identical, definitely not identical. And verse 25 is going to verify why. It says, "And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Yeah, which the word Esau, Ashashwa, in the Hebrew means wasted away. What was wasted away? This devil's melanin, man. He didn't have no melanin on his skin, no color, no hue, basically like his forefather Cain, his predecessor Cain, who once at a time did have hue, he did have melanin, but the Lord stripped him of that after he murdered his brother Abel in cold blood, and gave him the curse of leprosy. So that's why these devils have a lack of melanin, and he got stripped of his melanin back then. And then after the flood, when Jacob and Esau were born, through the line of Shem and all of that, going down to, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Esau came out all hairy like a garment, a hairy red garment, because he came out basically lacking all that melanin. He just came out red, pinky red and all that, pinkish red, which they look exactly like that to this day. Especially when they go out into the sun and they get hit with that sun rays, man, they get sunburned and they turn pinkish red. That shows you that they got that lack of melanin, and they suffer from all kinds of skin disorders and like melanoma and so on and so forth, skin cancers, because that's a plague upon their flesh of leprosy, man, from the Lord. A permanent plague, man. Upon the people of the Lord's curse, as it tells you in the book of Isaiah, the 34th chapter. It says in verse 26, and after this came his brother out, which is Jacob. It says, and he came out looking normal like his parents, people of color, having melanin, having that hue, It says, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, Yaiqab, which means supplanter. It says, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him. See, so, and it says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, showing you the Esau's traits. He likes to be out there in the field, climbing mountains and all these different, doing these different retreats, like your man, Bear Grylls, that kind of, that kind of nature calling type shit, man. He thinks he's the original Tarzan, It says, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. And Jake ain't known for going out there in the wild, hunting wild animal and game and, for fun and, climbing mountains and doing all these different retreats. That's not Jake's, basically traits, characteristics. That's more Esau's characteristics, man. Just they always want to tempt the Lord. That's how they live their life. But anyway, just to go back to on the point of this video, which you're gonna watch right now, which is gonna show you, even in regards to hygiene, man. There's a difference between the Jacob and how they conduct themselves, how they maintain themselves, health-wise, hygienic-wise, and Esau, these so-called white people, man. They're just, they're just despicable, man. They're just nasty. They're uncleanly, the spirit that's in them is not upright, man. And they make excuses for their wickedness, that they're, the way they hold themselves, basically, regarding that hygiene. So, the original caveman in effect. Anyway, I want to play this video and then probably close out after that. So, yeah. Brace yourself, Akim. Brace yourself.
Hygiene is definitely cultural. If you'd like some proof to support my hypothesis, here you go.
I don't say we have.
Salakia, there's some reason there's no video, just audio. Damn.
Proof to support my hypothesis, here you go.
I don't say we avoid bathing, but we bathe very rarely.
Oh my god, I'm so happy that you're talking about this.
She didn't have a bath for like 5 months of her life.
Yeah, like we didn't bathe her for the first whole part of her childhood, and like.
I don't wash my hands.
Oh, I was gonna say that too.
I don't care. I'm done. I'm done hiding it.
Why do girls have to wash it? We don't touch nothing.
We don't even touch nothing.
I get when you take a shit. Wash, like if I'm in a public restroom and there's people in the stalls, I will, even after I pee, go to the sink, wash the water, like pretend. Run the water, pretend I'm washing my hands.
I remember being told that I didn't need to shower today because we had swam at the lake. I remember being told that shampoo is fine because it runs down, it washes everything.
Wow.
I don't wipe my ass, so I do get yeast infections more often than most people. I stopped wiping my ass back in 2020 when COVID happened.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were talking about it the other day.
Washcloth. What are you talking about?
washcloth.
Washcloth.
Oh no,
What?
I think it's it's just different.
All hands on.
Do you wash your legs in the shower?
no.
No.
I do it if I have like plans.
Legs, bro. I wash my whole body.
Yes, and yes. What kind of question is that?
You have to. So why your legs specific?
Because I find in the white English culture, people say there's no need.
They don't wash their legs.
No.
The only thing as a man that you pay special attention to is this area and the little armpits, and that's.
Give me a minute.
I'm not black. I'm not gonna wash my legs and feet.
You think that's just a black people thing?
Clearly.
God have mercy upon us.
I want to talk about two things. The first being white people hygiene, where I think growing up in a white household and like not really being parented per se in the realm of like taking care of yourself, taking care of your hair, taking care of your skin, like washing your body, like brushing your teeth, like it was never really like taught. It was kind of just like, oh, like you just observe what everybody else is doing, you just like play along rather.
Oh, poor baby.
This is a very cultural debate here. Guys in locker rooms in the NFL used to have this debate all the time. You know, some guys use bar soap, some guys use body wash, some guys have to have a rag. You know, like one of those little square rags.
White?
Yeah, all use...
Whites?
You're not clean because the whites don't use a little rag.
How are you cleaning your ass, bro?
With the bar of soap.
Do you use a washcloth?
No, me either.
I think disgusting.
Am I scrubbing my body with a washcloth?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I know. I think we're.
That is like a UTI waiting to happen.
I think we're in the minority. I really do. No, I think we are.
People use washcloths?
I think so.
Oh man, so you saw it there, Akim, man. Bro, like, you be lost for words, man, sometimes, man. This shit is despicable, but you see how these Edomites, man, they're supposed to be the king, you know, the rulers of the earth, and they're just straight up, like, their mentality, even to in regards to hygiene, is straight up like cave mentality, man. They don't even use washcloths and all of these different things. These devils are really the viler than the earth, man. I'm gonna actually read that precept and close out. You know, even Jake, man, even though we're in this lower state right now, these low conditions, Jake know about hygiene, man. You know, right now, you know, the nigger woman, she's out of her mind, and she is under these curses in regards to, you know, her vaginal area, privates being very smelly. But that's because the Lord cursed their, you know, their private parts, man, pursuant to Isaiah the 3rd chapter. But these Edomites, man, they're just the worst of the worst, man. They don't even use fucking, you know, I'm surprised they even use water to wash themselves, man. These devils don't even, they're like stray dogs, man. The way they act, and, you know, they're just like straight debauchery, man, you know. That's why these devils are supposed to be in captivity, man. They're actual stray dogs that's on the loose, man. No word of a lie. These devils are actually stray dogs that's on the loose. I mean, you just got one BBC worker, employee that just got caught, you know, molesting and you know, basically, you know, molesting and zoophilia wise regarding about 40 different dogs, man. You know, and videotaping him, you know, mutilating dogs and raping them and shit like that. And this was an Edomite that got caught doing these things, man, because that's in their nature. The book of Job, the 30th chapter, tells you about Esau in regards to the animals, man. You know, he treats them like sex toys, man. He's a very vile human being. The spirit that's in him is not upright. So I'm not surprised, man. Brother shouldn't be surprised into hearing the, you know, the thoughts and the way that these devils, you know, conduct themselves in society regarding their hygiene, man. They're really vile people, man. This is why they're supposed to be locked up in chains, you know, constantly. You know, these devils are, you know, proud, and they're ruling over the earth. The Obadiah, the 1st chapter, told you about them that dwelleth on the clefts of the rocks. Pride of the heart have deceived thee, man. You know, that's why these devils are going to be brought low. Anyway, I'm going to read this precept and close out. It's Job 30. It says, I'll start from 1. It says, but now they that are younger than I than have me in younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would not have disdained to have set with the dog of my flocks. And this is talking about these so-called white people, specifically Esau, Edom, man. They ain't talking about anyone else. And Job was regarding, talking about these devils that are younger than I, because they came out of our people, our people, melanated peoples, basically, So they're younger than us, basically, but they have us in derision. And really, they're more insignificant than anything else because, they're the lowest of the low. Children are our oppressors, man, as the scripture says. So that represents them being insignificant. But they are ruling over us right now as a punishment from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai because we disobey these law, statutes, and commandments, man. Being the children of Israel. Amos, the 3rd chapter says, only because the Lord knew us that he'll punish us for our iniquities. So Job was saying he wouldn't even let them steep or set down with the dogs of his flock because these devils are known for molesting animals, man, and mutilating them and shit like that. As I said, the BBC worker employee just got caught, thrown in jail, because he was caught videotaping him raping up dogs and mutilating them and shit like that. And he was supposed to be a zookeeper and all these things, man. A zoologist or whatever the hell he was, man. But he's into zoophilia. He's a devil. Sick, man. Says, yeah, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. Says, for want of famine, they were solitary. For want and famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste. Yeah, because they were known for, dwelling in mountainous type retreats in the caves of South Georgia, Russia. Before that, they was dwelling in a mountain sandstone rock area of Edom, man. When you look at that land of Idumea, man, the original land of Edom or Petra, as they call it today, Mount Petra, Mount Seir, originally, that's like a cave, rocky mount type area, man. And these devils was dwelling there, man. That's always been their, habitat, their domain, a rocky type mountainous area. And then, during the Dark Ages, what they call Middle Ages, these devils were, thrown, basically chased out of Europe, and they went into the bounds of South Georgia, Russia, near the Black Sea and all that, and they dwelt in the mountain retreat over there in South Georgia, Russia, the Caucasus Mountains, man. That's where you get the Khazarian Empire and so on and so forth. They're a bunch of cave monkeys, man. They're the original cave monkeys of the earth, or what they call Neanderthals, because that bullshit evolution theory that they pull up, about man evolved from monkeys. They were the original cave monkeys of the earth, man. They're just trying to run from that history. It says, verse 4, it says, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. Yeah, so they was dwelling out there in those mountain retreats, eating off, the bushes and the herbs. It says they were driven forth from among men. Yeah, they cried after them after a thief. Yeah, because they're the original thieves of the earth, man. And that's why they was chased out of the earth, basically, into the wilderness, into the mountains, basically. Because no one wanted to deal with them small hats, man. Them small hat rats are the worst of the worst. Even out of the Edomite Empire or the Edomite nation, the small hats, the Amalekites, they're the worst of the worst, man. And the Lord said it was always going to be war between the tribes of Jacob and the Amalekites from generation to generation. That perpetual hatred. That's why, them gutter rats over there in the land right now, fighting and killing and murdering people over land that's not even theirs, man. They're original thieves of the earth. The John 10 and 10, the thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and to destroy. It says to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, yeah, the caves of the earth, and in the caves of the earth and in the rocks, yeah, the mountains, man. That's why they're known as the Caucasians, because they dwell in the Caucasus Mountains. It says among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. Yeah, like damn wild animals, man. Like a bunch of Sasquatches, man. They're the original cavemen of the earth, cave monkeys, and they look like actual hairy ass monkeys, man, without a Gillette razor. That's why they were saying that they don't bathe. Because if you go into the book, the 13th Tribe by Arthur Koestler, he goes into that whole story of these devils and how they dwelt during the Khazarian Empire and how they dwelt in the mountains and the caves and the rocks of the earth. And it's disgusting. It's debauchery, man. They don't know about cleanliness. They didn't know how to bathe themselves. They said that a newborn baby that they didn't bathe him for 5 months. What kind of nastiness is that? 5 months you ain't bathed a newborn baby. That is so uncleanly. That is not even on. That's like, you know, and that's why you see the reaction of Jake. They were just laughing and, you know, making smirky remarks, because it's like, what the fuck, man? You know, damn, man, that's just vile. That's nasty. These devils are nasty people, man. These Edomites are a nasty piece of work, man. Verse 8, they are children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. And that video alone shows you how vile these devils are, man. Vile, man. Despicable, smelly. Don't even want to, you know, use a rag to wash their ass, man. Nasty as all hell, man. But these people want to rule over the earth, you know. They're ruling over the earth, making policies and so on and so forth. But they got vile thoughts in their mind too, man. That's why you got the presidents and so on. They're known, you know, PEDDOs, man. You know, torpedoes and all that. You know, because they got them vile thoughts. They're vile people. They were vile children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth, man. So, you know, that video shows that whole example, man. 2 manner of people were separated from the bowels of our mother Rebecca, man. And that stands to this day. That testament stands to this day, man. And these devils are going down, you know, because Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's why Jacob held onto that devil's ankle, that red ass ankle, when they came out of the womb, signifying that we're in a time we're going to bring these devils down to the ground, and the elder's going to serve the younger, man. So, you know, anyway, with that, I want to close out, man. I don't make this too long. But that video, man, shit, man. That just spoke to the whole, you know, the whole separation of the nations, man, for real. Especially between Jacob and Esau. So, you know, as I said, brothers, brace yourself, you know, if you watch that video, man, because that shit was making me sick to my stomach. Listen to that shit. But anyway, with that, I want to close out. Give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechachodash, and Shalom to the hopeful and sincere elect.